And the next team out of the hat in this Champions League first knockout round draw is NK Jarun, of course, Croatian champions, and at this stage of the competition for the first time, and they will play FC Barcelona.
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više. Jarune.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to your run on The Impossible Dream. It is Season 9, Episode 8, and today it is the Champions League first knockout round, and in all probability for us, the end of our European adventure, because we have drawn Barcelona. Now you can see here, I posted the draw earlier on today on the Discord and Twitter and all those sorts of social things. Links in the description as always. We could have got worse ties, I think, but not by much. Liverpool's probably the worst we could have got. And then you were probably looking at Barcelona. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. But no real expectations. We might, but maybe they underestimate us. You know, perhaps we can always hope of that. But that's pretty much, I think, the chance that we have is if they underestimate us. But anyway, let's not get drawn up on negatives. There's a couple of games to catch you up on in the league. So let's go and do that. I don't think we've made any other transfers. So let me check. Indeed, we have not. So our transfer window, I believe, is closed. I think it just closed. So there's nothing else for us to do. But we didn't really need to. We've got some good players in. And we obviously will look to go again in the summer. But anyway, games to catch you up on. 3 of them. First of them in the league was against Gorica. Of course, the team that knocked the Jags out of the cup. Lacko gave us a first half lead. And Matanovic made it 2-0 at half time. So, I mean, this could have been 6, 7, could have been anything, but just finishing from open play was terrible. Thankfully, a penalty in a corner, and that got us the 3 points. So that's ultimately all that we need to do, but yeah, we need to be taking chances in open play, obviously. The next game to catch you up on was against Slaven Belupo. Vertic gave us the lead at half-time. It was 2-0 after a scrappy Torres goal. But Slaven pulled one back. So honestly, just copy-paste what I said about the last game. Could have been 6 or 7, and yeah, we just couldn't take chances from open play. You can see, I mean, XG is obviously this, like, what's the word? But it's skewed because of the penalty. But still, I mean, we should have scored so many more goals. On this occasion, we did concede one, but ultimately it was all okay. They went down to 10 men, and it was never really in any danger, even though it was just a 1-goal lead. But yeah, we just need to take chances, basically. Next up, it was Aussie. Now, they were back to second in the league. I think we were 11 points ahead of them coming into this one. So if we won, it was essentially league title done. If we lost, still in a very good position, but obviously it's not ideal. Let's go and see how we did. We fell behind early. And it was 2-0 before the 20th minute. Holt cross for Vertic to pull one back just after half-time. Only for Osiak to restore their 2-goal lead. Before adding a 4th in stoppage time. Still not convinced that 3rd goal of theirs was onside, but anyway, at some point we'll show up for this game. It hasn't been yet though. We were, I mean, I say that. We dominated possession. It was one of those games, and we've seen it from us from time to time. I don't know if you guys have this, where we just... I don't know, we just have all the possession and just don't do anything with it, and that was what we got out of this one. Pinta had a bit of a nightmare in goal, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It wasn't as bad necessarily as the scoreline looks, but equally we played terribly and deserved everything we got from it. So yeah, that's that. Let's have a quick look at the league table. And as I said, still in a very, very good position. It's our first loss of the season, that one, so no need to panic. But yeah, 2 unconvincing wins and then that and leaves us in a little bit of a hole. If we look at some of the league leaders here quickly, Matanovic, despite not scoring, I don't think since September, is still second in the Golden Boot. And we can see they're dominating average match ratings. Torres, not playing that much in the league with European football commitments, but he's still up there in assists. And yeah, Pinta somehow is still up there for clean sheets as well. So that's that. Now, I told a lie before. We have made a transfer. and that is Utonen, who has left permanently, £1.4 million. And considering we signed him actually he was here for a little while. Maybe one whole season, and that's probably the summer, and only played one game in the league. But yeah, we sold him on for made £1 million profit, and that's not bad going, I wouldn't have thought. So yeah, well done to him. Let's hope he has a good career and we'd never have to deal with him again. So yeah, but I don't know, he was all right. He's just nothing special, was he? That was his problem. All right, so let's go and play Barcelona, I guess. Now, we are at home for the first leg, so it goes without saying we need to at least be in the tie. A weird sort of 4-2-2-2 formation from them. Now, that, if we defend this properly, might work out okay for us. There's absolutely no width in their team at all, because there's an inverted fullback in there as well. So the plan is obviously trap them on the outside. They score a lot of their goals from through balls, so we're going to try and sit deep and not give them the space to play those through balls into. And that's the plan. Whether it's going to work or not, probably not, but it's the best shot we've got. And I know you guys have been saying this in the comments, and it just made sense to do it. So we're going to go with 3 centre-backs. Sid Hull's going to sit, and we'll just see if we can hold out, basically. So Pinta goes in goal. Sanchez, it is the first time we'll see him on the channel with Crespi even. Let's go with Crespi and Butchman. Then we've got Torres, Sithole, and Holt. Montel, Palumbo, Lacko, and Bertic as the rest of the team. And may Barcelona have mercy on us. All right, so Xavi is still their manager. The defense is Conde there in real life, or is he was, I think he was at Paris, but Aaron Ramsdale's there. So the fact that, 8-9 years in, there's still some real life players, you'd imagine that they're getting on a little bit at this point. Though I don't think any of those guys are particularly old right now, are they? Pressure's all on them, go out there, cause an upset. I think we could just about get on board with that. Yeah, like I say, their formation isn't one. I don't think I'll come up against that for many, many years in FM. So we'll see what I've done, if it works. And yeah, like I say, let's just hope we keep it tight. Yeah, the 3 centre-backs at the back was something that we probably should have been doing anyway. I think partly why I didn't do it is I don't expect us to win the Champions League this year, so by playing the way we play in the league, we get an idea, or I get an idea anyway, of what we need to do to sort of get to that next level. But realistically, we shouldn't be doing that. I should be trying to get the points and the money and the coefficient points and all that kind of stuff anyway. But I think the other problem we had is we were a little bit short on centre-backs this season as it was. Now, we weren't necessarily... Get your hands off the lens. We weren't necessarily expecting Williams, or I certainly wasn't, to just basically not show up this season. He just wasn't himself, was he? He just was making a lot of mistakes. I think he sort of just crossed, from the way we played, just crossed that threshold into past it. So yeah, and then Benasek just isn't the player I thought he was going to be. I did have a bid to try and get rid of him, as opposed to getting a bid to get rid of him, and yeah, it just didn't quite work out. Because what I never want to do, particularly academy kids, is lose them for less than what we could get for them. So I mean, I'm not desperate to sell Benasek by any means. He's registered in Europe automatically. There's a good ball for Bertic, and Bertic has scored. I'm 99% sure he's onside. And if he is, we've taken the lead against Barcelona. He is onside. We have taken the lead against Barcelona. It's Lacko and Bertic combining again. Is it Lacko? Torres? It was it Torres? There was Torres. I didn't realise he had a pass in him like that. What a player Torres is. And we've taken the lead. So that is brilliant. Let's praise them. And, well, you never know. I'm a big fan of, I don't know if any of you guys watch Loki on the FM YouTuber. And he went on just an incredible Champions League run with a Danish side. And I'm pretty sure it was just because other teams were underestimating him, or his team anyway. And so yeah, I just wonder. That just gave me a little bit of hope coming into this. That never know. Maybe we could do something. And the thing is, we are actually a pretty decent team at the back right now. If this manager gets his head in gear and just stops trying to play, like 2 at the back against every team in Europe, then we'd probably be dangerous. Oh, Palumbo, that's such a bad pass, man. Can we win that back? But yeah, I think the 3 we've got at the back right now are quite decent, as that's offside. I'm pretty sure, unless he's behind the ball, I'm pretty sure that's offside. Or was someone out here, maybe Butchman was playing him on? Let's hope that's not a goal, because it's very soft if it is. It is disallowed. Maybe a focus might need be in order there, Mr. Palumbo. But yeah, he did look... Oh, he's offside. Okay, I thought... No, because he... Okay, so he wasn't offside. So, very lucky. Very, very lucky indeed. And can we get to the break now? That would be a huge milestone. So we lead Barcelona 1-0 at half-time. Now, there's not been anything really in the game. I think... Do we just keep relaxing or do we not... That's okay. Let's go for no complacency here. But yeah, what I was saying is that we do actually have... Our 3 centre-backs right now are pretty good. We actually got a bid for Butchman. It was about 13-14 million in the January window. Now, obviously... I had no intention of selling him. But just... Oh, hang on. They've changed the way they're playing. God damn it. I think they had inverted wingers, didn't they? So it doesn't change too much necessarily. We still want to be trapping them on the outside. What we may not want to do... Torres concedes the corner. Is I wonder if what we don't want to do is be sitting as deep. As that goes over the top. I'm going to make a preemptive decision and say we probably don't want to be a high line, but I don't think we want to be sitting too deep with width in the lineup, do we? Because that's just going to invite them on a little bit more, I think. All right, come on, boys. Can we keep a clean sheet? If we keep a clean sheet, A, it'll be a it'll be a miracle, but B, we'll be going to Barcelona with a lead, and then you never do know. Palumbo. Free kick into a good area. Lacko's surely offside, and for his sake, I hope he was, because probably should have done a lot better with that chance. Palumbo's actually not having a good day. Now, he's the advance... Okay, let's get Siraj on. Skoko has just done a Skoko where his form has just completely fallen off the cliff. So that's obviously a big shame. Holt gets past his man. Does he? No, just edged out of it. Can we win that back? No, and now I'm very worried it's going to go at the other end, and it's always the way with a highlight, isn't it? Something's going to happen, and I thought it was going to be ours, and suddenly it's not looking quite that way. Torres does well just to hold up the play there. Pedri's in. Pedri scored. There's no offside flag to rescue us from that one. And it's 1-1. And... yeah, Pedri's just kind of got... No one's picking him up, are they? And in the end, Crespi's actually left Roque open there, and it could have been a tap-in for him as well. So let's encourage them. Holt's looking anxious. He's not used to playing these sorts of games. It's probably his issue, but Rupnik is suspended for this one. So we didn't have him as an option. And what we don't need to do here or want to do is panic. Yes, Barcelona are starting to run over the top of us, but 1-1 would be a decent result to take with us. And then you never know what might happen in the second leg. But, yeah, we will have Rupnik back. I assume it was only a one-game ban. I think he got sent off, didn't he, against Man City? Or against somebody anyway. It wasn't yellow cards. It should surely only be a one-game ban. And it looks as though we're going... The second leg is alive, which is, as I said, all we can ask for. We're probably lucky, let's be honest. We're probably lucky to take a draw from that. But I'll take a draw from that. Especially considering, we've been ripped apart by a couple of big teams this season, away and at home. So, yeah, that's not bad. But, yeah, I'll play through. We've got Istra, I think, in the league it is. So I'll play through that, then we'll be back for the second leg, and can we take... It would be a stunning upset if we can do it, wouldn't it? Alright, welcome back. Well, could we do this? Obviously, the answer's unlikely, but you never know, do you? Now, we did have one game, of course, to catch you up on. That was in the league against Istra. Now, I can tell you, while we were playing this, Oziak and Varazden, second and third in the league, drew 0-0. So a win here would get our lead back out to at least 10 points. Kozayev, part of the Istra defense for Siraj to give us an early lead. And Renokia smashed in our second to make it 2-0 at half-time. Fatakanti picked out Siraj's run for our third. Before Perso found Skoko unmarked to make it 4-0. So a completely rotated side, apart from the goalkeeper, and yeah, we did really, really well. We obviously made changes, which is when Skoko got his goal, so nice to see him finding something resembling form. And yeah, league at the top of the league, lead at the top of the league even, is back up to 10 points, which is huge. But to matters at hand, and Barcelona, they've done away with their silly 2-2-2 midfield. So, yeah, still inverted and back to front and all those kinds of things you expect from Barcelona. But this is the team we're sending out. It's more or less the same team. Pinta in goal with Sanchez, Crespi, and Butchman as the back three. Torres and a fit again and unsuspended Rupnik are going to be out with Sitholm, Montel, Palumbo. Thought about replacing him with Siraj, but I've had a word to him about his current form. If it doesn't pick up, then we'll obviously make a change, but I think Palumbo's our man. The reason I say that, he's still got very good passing and vision, and we know what he can do. Left-footed as well, playing on that left-hand side of midfield. I think, ideally, a good Palumbo is still the man we want in there. Lacko and Bertic, they will be the two up front to hopefully get the goals. All right, so team sheets, and there's a lot of different names in there. Diassi, that's the guy that's at Chelsea right now, I think, isn't it? So they've almost changed quite a bit of that lineup. Now, I wonder if that suggests what we faced in the first leg was not quite what we're facing here at their place. Let's put on a show out there. I mean, really, pressure's on them. Let's go out there and cause an upset, I think. I mean, if we were to win this, it's shockwaves around Europe, isn't it? That's for sure. So, yeah, I mean, I think whatever happens here, we can be proud of what we've done in the Champions League this season. Just getting through. I mean, there's not many Croatian sides that get through. Now, obviously, with the new format, that might change. But, yeah, there's not many Croatian sides that get into the knockout rounds. I think Dinamo has done it maybe once that I remember. That may not have been the Champions League. So, yeah, it doesn't happen often. So we've done well to get this far. We've done well against Barcelona at home. And we go to one of the biggest stages in the world now at the Nou Camp, and well, let's hope we at least do ourselves justice and don't end up with a bit of a hiding like we have got previously. You'd like to think with a back five that we won't be getting on, especially up against the front three, but we've got an early corner to defend here. Come on, boys. Oh, wait. Oh, it's off the post and everything else, but it's just managed to stay out, and it's not clear yet. Can Sithole get a foot in? Not as of yet. We will make this first call for Viewers Player of the Year as well. So get those nominations coming in, because we're not going to have too many episodes left this season, I don't think. I don't want to be negative. I suspect we will go out of Europe here, and the league title is not really a thing this season either. So, as ever, we don't necessarily want to drag a season out just for the sake of it. So it may even be a case where we're voting next episode. So please do get your nominations in, whoever you think has been our best or your favorite player this season. And yeah, let's see if we can hold out here. It's they're all over the shop, but eventually that ends, and hopefully we can get a bit of a foothold in the game now. But they certainly came out quick, didn't they? All right, you know, I was toying with doing this anyway. My other suspicion is that they're going to be playing a bit of a high line, perhaps. So let's try getting it over their heads into space, more direct, and see if that works for us. Now, that's put our possession stat down as you would expect, but what I don't think it's done is necessarily create as many chances. So let's maybe back that plan off just a touch. I wonder if the other thing we could do is be more disciplined. All right, let's just try that. Possession stat instantly increases. I mean, if we score first here, they're going to panic, aren't they? Now, it may be that they panic and just shift up a couple of gears and destroy us. But I'd like to take that chance, if I'm honest. In order to take that chance, we need to create something, which as of yet has not happened. But let's just keep encouraging them. Yes, we've created nothing, and literally, I mean nothing. But other than corners... Oh, and it's gone in, and we're 1-0 down. I was just about to say, other than corners, they've not created much either. And, well, it turns out corners is enough for them. It's a nice flick-on header. He's not offside, I don't think, is he? Because Palumbo's on the line. And we've got a kick-off highlight. Well, can we catch them celebrating, or are they going to do the old 1-2? There's a good ball for Torres. He's got players in the middle. It's Palumbo. Palumbo for Bertic! And we have got him straight back. The view out. Oh, that's not offside. Who could be offside? It can only be Bertic. I'm pretty sure he's on, and I'm pretty sure we've pegged them straight back, and we have, and it's 2-2. Oh, go on, boys. It's a really, I mean, it's almost a counter-attacking goal, isn't it? Palumbo to Bertic. Bertic actually did really well to keep himself on side there. And that, let's tell them to focus. Let's not go and do a Barcelona here. Yeah, he's done brilliantly. He's onside to both defenders. And it is 2-2 on aggregate, 1-1 on the night. Is this game going to spring to life? Sithole goes back. That's a really poor clearance. Put it into touch, man. Cross to the back post. Torres does enough. And can we get to half-time? We've scored from our only shot, so we shouldn't get too excited, but... yeah, I mean, the only stat that matters is the one at the top, isn't it? And that is level. Both on the night and on aggregate. We've been completely outplayed. So we've got a positive... we're in a positive... learn to read. We're in the position we deserve to be, and the numbers prove that. Show me something better second half. I want to be a little bit more positive than that. We can very much win this match. Keep working hard. That's, I think, the sort of message we want to send, isn't it? We are very much in this game right now. And, well, if we go ahead in the second half, then they well may start to panic and struggle and all those sorts of things that come with it. We've got another corner to defend. Can we defend this one? It's a wicked cross in that guy has, isn't it? Montel can't definitively block the cross coming in. And Diassi's taking his time. Just letting us push up on them a little bit, perhaps. Are they just trying to draw us out, maybe? Is that offside? I really hope so. Doesn't look like we're particularly worried about that. So, let's get rid of that. Let's go more expressive. And let's, yeah. Just looking here, Torres isn't having a great game. The defense is not particularly having a great game. Now, we do have a little bit of wiggle room. It's very close to offside, is it not? It's a disastrous start to the second half, no matter how you look at it. I'd be very curious to see... Oh, Rupnik's playing him on. It's always a fullback, isn't it? Bloody fullbacks not paying attention to what their centre-backs are doing. Let's try a demand more. Sithole suddenly playing a 6-4, a 6-3 for Torres. Laco's not having a great game. Alright, so Laco, you can come off for Matanovic. I do wonder, like the likes of Montel and that are looking a little bit nervous now. Is this sort of a little bit too far for them? Okay, so what we're going to do here is have a go at this. All right, so we've essentially gone back to the usual formation. Fatakanti, who's actually unhappy at the club right now and I think has requested a transfer. He's coming on for Sithole, who's not had a good day. Crespi goes off for Siraj, and we go a little bit more attacking, and we already made the Matanovic sub up top. So, I mean, they've got one attacking sort of striking option there. We don't need to necessarily have three centre-backs back there, especially when we're chasing a game. Alright, let's maybe give it a fire up. Let's see if that works for us. The problem we have is this player starting to look nervous, isn't it? Do we have another sub? Alright, where's Bosniak? You come on, mate. And I mean, if Torres is not his day, Kovacek's a good player. So we'll make that change as well. Come on, 10 minutes to go. I tell you what, we would have taken 10 to go. Only a goal behind, wouldn't we? That's a very good save. And it is Victor Roque now to take the corner. So the other guy is gone. He's unmarked at the back post. We haven't picked that up at all. It is bouncing around and Sanchez gets it clear. All right, let's give it... Oh, and Palumbo's injured and we've used up all our subs, haven't we? Ah, when it's just not going for you, it's just not going for you, is it? So now we're a man down as well. Well, that's frustrating. I mean, what can you do? Let's give it a no pressure at this point. They all like that. I guess we play for set pieces. At this, is it hit and hope time? Play for set pieces. See what happens. There's not much else we can do, really, is there? Ah, the man down. Well, what chance have we got? That is, I'm almost. I mean, you're never proud to lose, but I mean, the scoreline. Let's ignore this. Let's ignore the graph. Let's ignore the shot stats and all that kind of stuff. History will show we lost 3-2 on aggregate to Barcelona, and I think that's not too bad. So we are knocked out of the Champions League. Palumbo's injury is a back muscle, so that's fine. He will be back relatively quickly. I mean, 8.2 million is pretty good. I'll take that for losing a game of football. And Rupnik's being looked at for the Croatian squad. The finances are very healthy indeed. And yeah, that's where the European adventure comes to an end, unfortunately. Now, can we make any requests of note here? Not really, by the looks of things. So yeah, that'll do it for today. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I am sorry that we got knocked out, but realistically, as far as losing goes, that's about as good as we could have done, isn't it? Now, we will come back when there is a chance for us to win the title, I think, which is probably going to be, well, we'll see how everybody else goes, but you would imagine Slaven Oziak here is going to be roughly the time. So we'll come back for that. Don't forget to leave your votes for Viewers Player of the Year, or nominations, sorry, for Viewers Player of the Year. We'll vote on that next time, and then we'll probably end the season out, the episode after that. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.